One more time. Yeah. It's a difficult word. It's a difficult word. Don't feel bad. All right, coming up here in just a bit. J.K., the maestro, you're on deck. Coming up here next, a man with an, what did he want me to say? 18-inch cock. Here is Mr. Chad Bonin.
It's supposed to be something evil's working from the door.
Just for the record, I have no idea where he got that from. Like, I would ever tell some white dude that I barely know to, like, oh, make sure you tell the crowd I have an 18-inch cock. They're totally going to believe that. You know, so thanks, Craig. But I'm having a really weird deja vu moment right now because the first time I had sex, there were exactly this many people in the room. Believe it or not. So I got to do something really cool today, something I always wanted to do. I got to go back and visit my old high school. And the reason I did that is because prom's coming up in 2 months. And I just want to make, I just want to make sure everyone got a date or has a date, or if they need a date, you know, call me. And it's no big secret that I like younger women, but I mean, I'm not creepy about it. I mean, I check IDs, I make sure they're 18. I'm not that way. Like, I like my women to be old enough to vote, but not old enough to buy beer. That's kind of like the age range that I like, you know, because the first date for me with a younger woman never fails because it's always at the liquor store. So, for those of you that don't know, Craig and I are both from Manitowoc, and we rode here together tonight, and you save on gas, and I make the trip go a little quicker, and you never know how a conversation with Craig is exactly going to go. So I have a brand new Ford Escape that I'm driving, and Craig gets in the car, and he's like, oh, cool, satellite radio. And I'm like, yes, yes it is, Craig. I love your voice. You have a radio voice. And he starts telling me about this website, cracked.com, where he's like, oh, there's tons of funny shit on it. And I'm like, well, like what? And he's like, well, did you ever see the movie Private School? And I'm like, yeah, I saw that when I was like a teenager because it's an 80s skin flick where they show a lot of boobs. And he's like, yeah, it's funny because I'm reading this on cracked.com and it's saying how this guy used to jerk off to that movie. And he's like, I used to jerk off to that movie too. And I thought, holy fuck, am I glad this car doesn't have a DVD player. And it's been a long night. I'm going to keep it really short. We got a couple other guys coming up on stage. And thanks for coming out. Last week there weren't a lot of people here with the weather. And this week more people are showing up. And keep coming, tell your friends. We have a good time up here. Sometimes we laugh, and sometimes we get drunk, and sometimes we do both. So thanks a lot for coming out. And I'm Chad Bonin. I'll see you guys later.